Cut the music. What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 46 of the Get Your podcast, bringing you the hottest takes, latest stories, and spicy picks on New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Grassani. Joined this time around by Michael Cunningham, Alex Reich, Chris Kern, and Sam Morell. You can listen to the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at GetAGameOnP. With all that said, it's time to get a game on. Guys, it brings me, myself, great displeasure. It brings Sam here great displeasure.
More than great displeasure.
It brings Michael great displeasure. And to the, joy of Alex, to the, I guess neutralness of Chris, and to the misery of myself, Sam, and Michael, the 2021 New York Yankees season has come to an end. The New York Yankees lost to the, I can't believe I'm about to say this, the New York Yankees lost to the Boston Red Sox in the AL wildcard game 6-2. And I don't know where to begin. All right.
Aaron, you can start with Aaron Bowie. I'm sorry.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. Honestly, everyone's saying, "Oh, the Yankees got get rid of Aaron Boone." Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's time to move on for Aaron Boone," which I agree. I think it's time to move on for Aaron Boone. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think this loss was on him, or at the very least, I don't think this loss was entirely on him. Let's start with number one. We got to start
terrible
with
base running call.
Yeah. We'll get to, trust me, Michael. We will get to that. Trust me when I say we will get to that. But we got to start off with how the game started and Garrett Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not be around the bush here. Garrett Cole stunk. He
Overrated.
stunk. Michael, that's being mean.
Overrated.
That's being truthful.
Choke bullshit. Who pay you fucking shit ton of money? You can't even fucking produce. Like, god damn. How hard is to fucking find the damn strike zone?
Yeah, it's
like
honestly,
motherfucking price.
It's like that's my problem. It's one thing if like they didn't pay him that much and they're just expecting him to be like a decent like starter.
We're paying him to be a damn ace.
Yeah, they're paying him like ace type money, and
I agree.
He didn't produce at all.
Hell, Adam, I have a right to be upset at this motherfucker.
Everyone,
tax dollars.
Exactly, and here's what bothers me about Garrett Cole's performance. Like I was saying, his hamstring was 100%. Like, I don't care. You gotta give me more than 2
bullshit.
Innings. You gotta give me more than 2 innings. If he I would have rather him at. Let me explain this, guys. I would have rather the Yankee Garrett Cole have gone I don't know, about 4, maybe 5 runs in 5 to 6 innings, than to see what happened. To see how we performed.
No,
because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's start with the first inning. He's there's 2 outs. He's up 1-2 against Rafael Devers. And what happens? He walks him. And he's missing his strike shot. And I'm thinking, bro, attack the plate. Get out of the thing. Worst case scenario, he hits a solo horn off you. So be it. It's a 1-0 game. No big deal. Instead, you walk him, and then you put yourself in a position where you're facing Xander Bogaerts, where you can't make a mistake. He ends up making a mistake, and bam, it's 2-0. That's the one thing I saw about Cole is that he wasn't attacking batters. He wasn't attacking batters, and you could tell that he didn't have his ace stuff. He said after the post game, "Oh, hey, I didn't have my ace stuff. I'm just obviously he seemed frustrated post game press conference, and you know what, I respect that. But you know what, going to the next season, Cole, I'll say to Garrett Cole, going to next season, pressure's gonna be on you. The Yankee fans aren't gonna forget about this until at least next October.
Yeah, and here's another thing. This is now going to be another situation like what happened with Brett Gardner, where like Yankee fans, they wanted him to get traded because like he really wasn't producing that much. But in like his like first half with the Yankees, he was producing a lot. If he doesn't produce next season, Garrett Cole, a lot of Yankee fans are going to be like saying to trade him. And here's the problem. Because he's getting paid ace money, how just a quick question. How long is he locked up for in contract?
He's locked up for 7 more years.
Yeah. Years.
The fact that he's locked up for that long with that much money, they're not going to be able to get a lot of trade value for him if he doesn't produce. If he at least produces to a somewhat good degree, then we may be able to get something back from him. But if he doesn't produce at all, or he produces the same amount like he just did in a wild card playoff game when he's supposed to be our ace, that's not the oh god. Just thinking about it is giving me like anxiety.
Here's the thing. If Garrett Cole, and here's the thing. There's the conversation about this conversation about Garrett Cole, like, is he the same with sticky stuff? Is he the same with sticky stuff and without sticky stuff? And for a while, it looked like the sticky stuff wasn't affecting that much. Right? It was, dude. Like I don't know, dude. Most of the end of July into August, like he looked like the Garrett Cole we knew, like that we knew and loved. Remember that game against Houston?
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
An absolute gem. Like that's the Garrett Cole the Yankees signed for. That's the Garrett Cole that the Yankees are paying like $36 million a year for the next 7 years. So that's the guy that's the guy you need. But if he can be like, if he's gonna be that guy, or at the very least like 99 for 95% of this guy, then the Yankees aren't gonna be showing any buyer's remorse. I don't think they'll be showing any buyer's remorse. But if he's like gonna like take a step back and maybe be like the Pirates version of Garrett Cole, where he's good, but he's not like a Cy Young Award contender or anything. Like he's not that dude. Then Yankees are gonna be in some trouble.
No, and another thing that's gonna put a lot of pressure on him. Another thing is the fact that he kind of had an excuse this year where people were saying like, oh, like his hamstring, like everyone just kept mentioning the hamstring. And then people kept saying like, oh, how like maybe he's like under pressure and like how like in the playoffs he like produces
look at how he performed in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
I don't buy the pressure as an excuse.
Yeah. That is like, I don't buy it either. Like, but people are saying, oh, because of the hamstring, and then combine that hamstring pressure with like you being at Fenway Park in like a Yankees versus Red Sox type game. It's like, all right, fine. Let's just say those two are valuable excuses. Let's just say, to me, they're bullshit. To me, they're bullshit excuses. But let's just say they're valuable excuses for now. What type of excuse are you going to have if he does this next year in the playoffs? Like, that's what's getting me nervous. That's going to be a concern. And it's like, I get it where it's like, oh, we all have our off days. Like, we all have off days. I get that. Your off day should never come in a playoff game, especially a wild card game as big as the Yankees versus the Red Sox in Fenway Park. You're in Fenway Park. You could literally, like, even like, yeah, I get it. Red Sox fans are ruthless. I get that. They're supposed to be ruthless against the Yankees. Like, we're rivals for a reason. But you had a chance in that first inning, like you said, with the walk, to shut them out right then and there. Mm-hmm. You could have stopped it all. And you walk him? And then after that, what did he give up?
And again, Sam, you agree. If Devers hits a home run off you in that situation, so be it.
Yeah, it's like he's it's like if he hits a solo home run, that's fine. The fact that he was it a 2-run home run or was it like
a 2-run home run to Xander Bogaerts?
Yeah, it's like you give up a 2-run home run after letting the other guy walk. And let's be real, if he didn't walk the guy and you would have struck him out, he probably wouldn't have given up the home run either, because he probably would have been switching up pitches. He probably actually would have been better. So it's just the fact that he gave up too many runs, and he gave the momentum to the Red Sox in their home stadium. That's like when the Blue Jays, when Jose Bautista hit that amazing home run in the ALC finals, in the ALCS.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, in the ALCS.
Or was it the ALDS? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up.
It was one of the two. Either way, when he hit that home run, we all knew the Blue Jays were winning that game.
Yeah.
When the Red Sox hit that 2-run home run to put him in, we all knew at that point the Red Sox now have the momentum. So, yeah, I agree. He needs to step up. He's too good to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people saying like, "Oh, it's time the Yankees to give up on Gerrit Cole. He's a choke artist." Like I would say, pump the brakes there. You mentioned before, like, hey, you can't have bad games in the playoffs. I mentioned before, Reggie Jackson missed October. He's had some bad playoff games. Derek Jeter has had some bad playoff games. So.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not saying he's a choker. I'm not going over the top and saying, "Oh, he's a choke artist." I'm saying, you are the ace of this team.
Yeah.
You should be doing way better.
I agree.
Yeah, I know.
Sam, I understand what you're saying. I wasn't saying it for you. I was just saying it like in general.
In general, yeah.
But guys, like again, we can blame Gerrit Cole all we want, but you know what? He was a problem, but he wasn't the big problem with this team.
No, the big problem was Neil, right? Or was it
a combination of two?
Yeah.
Phil Nevin, and the Yankees offense.
Yep.
The Yankees bats. let's just put it lightly. Were hot duty diapers. That's
Adam. Just say it. They were shit. They were dog shit. Just say it how it is. The Yankees offense was comparable to the Pee Wee Little League team.
No. The Yankees play like
the Major League team in my town.
The Yankees played more like a Titanic. That's how bad it was.
Like
the Yankees played like the Titanic crashing.
Like here's the thing. I could put sixth graders against my varsity high school team, and they would still score more runs and hit more bases and like get more runs in than the Yankees did against the Red Sox last night.
Yeah.
And that's no knock against my varsity team. That's just saying, like, how do you not hit any of them? And it's like the Red Sox, they didn't even have that good of a pitcher out.
I mean, Nathan Ball, they pushed a great game. Like, I'll give him credit. But I'm going to blow your mind here, Sam and Michael. I'm going to blow your mind here. Let's take a look at the Yankees lineup. Let's start off with the 1, 2, 3 spots and how he performed. Anthony Rizzo, pretty solid. He had that solo home run to get the Yankees back in, which we're going to mention before. Aaron Judge, 1 for 4, a single. I believe it was a single.
No, that the Aaron Judge 1 for 4 single. That's terrible for him, especially when he's getting max money now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean. That's not. I mean, it's not terrible, but I agree. For his standards, he's got to perform better. Giancarlo Stanton, amazing. 3 for 4. He could have easily had 3 home runs in this game. I'm telling you, like all 3 of his hits were like, and they were mentioning before, like that one hit in the first inning. I thought that was gone. I'm sure most Yankee fans thought that was gone.
No, yeah,
that was a legitimate moment. That was legit. Like for at least the fans anyway, that was a legit momentum killer.
Yeah,
that
what's
was
it called?
Legit momentum killer.
Just quick questions. Stanton, how much is he getting paid?
I forget, but I think it's $25 million a year.
And how long do they have him locked up?
I think the next 7 years. I think I'll have to double check.
Thank God we have someone.
But guys,
hold up, Adam.
I wanted to bring this side up, guys. The line that's for Rizzo, Judge, Stanton, like those are the three guys that kind of performed well. But guys, you know what the Yankees rest of the lineup was for this game? The Yankees rest of the lineup. They were 1 for 20. 1 for 20, and their one hit was an infield single.
Oh, 1 for 20. And wasn't that infield single like I'm not sure if this is true. You could fact check me on this. It's probably wrong, but wasn't that infield single also an error?
I don't think it was an error, but I
mean, I thought it was an error.
You can't call it a hit and an error at the same time, I believe, unless it was like completely different like parts of the play.
Yeah, but like, Jesus Christ! Where do we start?
First of all, Joey Gallo, like, I'm honestly like, I'm honestly starting to get really sick of him. He's exactly the same. He's the same type of player that the Yankees and their front office and all their analytic geeks love. The home run, walk, or strikeout hitter. Well, guess what? You put that type of player in the playoffs, and they don't. And unless they hit home runs, this is what's going to happen. They wet the bed, and that's exactly what Joey Gallo did. He
because
wet the bed. That's the thing. If do you tell me the Red Sox don't notice? Like Joey Gallo, like ever since he came to the Yankees, aside from like a couple of home runs, has been disappointing. He's been batting like what 160. I mean, I don't care what you think about batting average and stat. That's bad. That's just not acceptable.
It's like he's one of the most like inconsistent people. Like that's the problem with him. It's like one game he'll just smash double after double, triple after triple, home run after home run. And then the next 3 games, all he does is strike out. It's like he needs to focus less on crushing the ball and hitting home runs this offseason. And he needs to just focus more on just hit the ball with the bat. At least get a single. That's it. That's all we're asking. Just at least get the ball in play to the point where you can get on base.
I'm gonna hit at a later part of this Yankees talk, Sam, but I'm skeptical of whether or not that's gonna happen. But moving on. Let's get to the real turning point to the game. And that's the bottom of the 5th inning. And that was the inning where I believe top of the 6th. My bad. Anthony Rizzo hits a solo home run, and then Alex Cora makes, in my opinion, a really, really, really dumb move, pulling out Nathan Eovaldi after 71 pitches. I mean, Nathan Eovaldi's dealing at that point. He's dealing. The Yankees batters can't touch him, and then after 71 pitches, you pull him out. As the Yankees, I'm thinking to ourselves, this is it. This is our chance to get back in this game. They're down 3-1. This is their chance to get back in this game. And then you have Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton comes to the plate, and he hits an absolute bomb again off of the Green Monster. So I'm thinking, yes, this is it. We're about to get back in this game. And then Phil Nevin, when the throw was coming in, sends Aaron Judge, and what happens? He gets thrown out by a mile. I'll tell you guys right now, for Phil Nevin, and this is on one of the, he's made these type of mistakes before, in the season. That's a fireable offense. That is an absolute fireable offense by Phil Nevin.
Fireable offense. That's
just a baseball fan. No rooting interest in this game. When I saw that happen, I was so mad. I was thinking of you guys. I'm like, they have to be pissed. I'm like, I
this is
was
why,
frustrated.
Oh
with
no,
that.
you don't understand.
Hold on.
I was so
I
frustrated.
saw that
When I
play,
saw him
and
stand, I was like,
God.
I was like,
As a
why?
baseball fan, that was just crazy. I think all of us know this at an early age. As a baseball player, fan of the game, and lover of sports, when you're running in the third, the third base coach should have eyes on where the ball is coming from. It's called common sense. You're rounding third. The base coach says, knowing Judge is not that fast. You have stayed him at third. You have runs on third and second. It's called the most important place in baseball. It's called I got it. And watching that third base coach watch the silence. Because here's what they could have did in that situation. They could have did the hit and run after you had Judge on third and Stanton on second. Why?
No, yeah.
You got to read the sign now.
I mean,
know your player. Know your fucking player.
No, yeah. Like my problem with that was just also he did that really like for me personally. It's just like he did it late as well. Like he just sent him home when it was clear that like they were gonna get him out if they sent him. It was so like anyone. Like it's not even you have to be a baseball fan. It's just anyone that's knowledgeable with the basics of baseball knows if the defense is about to throw home, just keep your guy on third. Just wait, because I've had a coach before where he didn't pay attention to me when I was running on third base, and I was out because he just kept saying like, "Oh, stay, no, go back, no, run," and he wasn't paying attention. I was out because of that play. That's literally something that's like, okay, you can make in like minor leagues when you're little. You learn that when you're little, just like round the bases for third, but know your players like who's slow and fast. Aaron Judge is like, Aaron Judge. He's like, kind of fast, but he's definitely not one of the faster players in the league. And you send him home when the ball is, when you clearly see that they can like, this is getting me mad, and I'm trying to control my anger right now. I'm trying to control my anger right now from the play, and that's why it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm having struggles just trying to like say it and like break it down because like
I'm surprised that game didn't kill me. I think we all know this as athletes, sports enthusiasts, anybody with a simple brain knows. Ball plus speed. Throw plus ball plus speed equals the ball beats human. It's common sense.
No, yeah.
If that was Tyler Wade running the bases, Dad could have understood Ed you sending him.
Ball meets out. Ball meets glove. Tags out. That's out. That's a big bad no. That's bad.
Yeah. Like let's put it this way. I just want to put this in perspective, just for like people that don't get what we mean by like, oh, like if you throw a ball, it's faster than if you run a ball. I'm going to bring this into basketball terms. I'm gonna bring this into basketball terms. If there's 10 seconds left in a quarter, let's say there's 10 seconds left in the quarter, you want to get the last shot. It's scientifically proven that if you want to get the ball up fast, you pass full court. Because if you try dribbling up full court, it's going to take you at least a good 5 to 6 seconds. Now you got 4 seconds left. You pass the ball, that's a good like only 1 second, 2 seconds if you're fast, 2 seconds if you're a slower passer. That's a good 8 seconds left now to get up a shot. It's the same thing with baseball, except you're supposed to throw a baseball because it's, you're not going to run from the outfield into the infield.
Unless you have some freakishly good amount of speed.
Yeah, and props to like the outfielders for the Red Sox. I think they're pretty good this year, right? That was a great
play. Like,
yeah, it was a great play.
That was a great play, but still, that was
But it's like, come on, like if the outfielder for like the Red Sox can make that type of throw and make it like that fast, what the hell are you doing? Sending one of your slower players, like
exactly.
No offense to Aaron Judge. How many steals did he get? Like
I think like one.
Yeah, it's like he's one of the slower people. He's 6'7", damn it. Like
I mean, and there's the you I heard some people like trying to make the argument, like they Yankees don't have that much confidence like in like their that is after Stanton, so they're thinking they just want to get the run right now. And here's what I'll say to that. Here's why I think that's BS. Like, number one, even if you don't have confidence, like in the fact that I don't know Gallo or Glaber is gonna come up big, like even if a Judge does score there, it's a 3-2 ball game. Like it's not like the Yankees would have given the Yankees the lead. So in that situation, the risk just simply isn't worth the reward. Now instead of having Rose on second and third with one out where a base hit ties the game, like who knows, maybe Gallo or Glaber just like gets to make it, and then bam, you tie the game. Now instead, you only have one runner like on second, and you have 2 outs. That, in my opinion, I would say that was the deciding moment in the game. I feel that was the deciding moment. When I saw that, after I saw it, I'm like, Yankees aren't winning this. That was why I really started hitting me. Yeah, Yankees aren't winning this.
No.
Like obviously, as a family, is like still watching it. I'm like still over, but that, in my opinion, was the turning point of the game.
For me, it was like here's the thing. I believe that they don't trust in their players. Like that I do believe. Like after Stanton, they really don't trust like Gallo and all of them. Like after Stanton. And because I wouldn't either. With their batting averages and with how inconsistent they are, I wouldn't believe in them either. But my thing is, it would have been better to like say, oh, okay, maybe we'll have a chance. If they see like, yeah, they'll be under some pressure, but like they'll have a chance rather than run one of your slowest players home and get one of the easiest outs in playoff history. Like that to me is when, I'm not gonna lie, after that play, I turned off the TV. I didn't care anymore. After that play, I kind of just stopped. And the funny thing is, I called it too. At least they what's it called? I said it in the group chat when you were like starting to complain. I literally said like, oh yeah, Adam is gonna rage in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then right after I said that, you were like, okay, they need to fire him. They need to fire him for that one. I was done after that. After he ran Judge, I was like, yeah, we're not winning.
Yeah.
If we're making, if it's one thing if you make minor stupid players, like, okay, yeah, like you should have ran to second, but you only ran to first. That's a minor stupid play, but like, okay, I can live with it. You make a ridiculously stupid play like that, it's not even a matter of fact of, oh, maybe you win, maybe you don't win. It's like, even if you win, you didn't deserve that win.
I gotta agree with what all y'all homeboys just said. What the little homie just said. I believe if the late great George Steinbrenner was alive, he wouldn't have allowed this shit to happen. As God is my witness, he wouldn't allow this. However, I believe that third base coach should be fired. We're in the playoff. This is a play-in game for us. It's win or go home. All of our lives, players, we play for one moment, and that's to go to the big dance in October. That's what all the baseball players do. Want to get $1 million contract and go to the big dance. Mm-hmm. It's like the words of the saying a lot. Heroes get remembered. The legends never get forgotten.
Legends never die.
Legends never die. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. I fucked up my favorite movie scene of all time. Because that's what happens. You've been drinking too damn much, boys. But heroes get remembered, legends never die. But here's what I believe: that third base coach should get fired. You. This is the game, and we're playing against our rival that we cannot stand in baseball. This is like this rivalry is so personal for many reasons. The Babe Ruth. That's all we can agree with.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens throwing the ball at Manny Ramirez. Don Lemon getting beat up by Pedro Martinez. Holding a sign that says, "Who's your daddy, Pedro?"
Yeah, I mean the list of Yankees and Red Sox rivalry is a long one, but
but the point is,
this is one of like those rivalries where it's like,
and it makes this loss like sting so short. But honestly, Sam, this is the perfect way to transition to it. This is how we're probably gonna have to wrap up talking about the 2021 Yankees. That is what's next for this team. Now, everyone and their mother is saying fire Aaron Boone. Fire Aaron Boone. And you know what, guys? I completely agree. I completely agree. Yankees need to move off Aaron Boone. Like I said before, like I don't think he's the right manager for this team. Like he's
Alex wants to say something.
He's let me finish.
Adam, let him talk, and you go next. Let Alex say something.
Let me finish, and then
Adam, just let Alex say something, bro. Right. Alex, go ahead. Adam, you go right back. Alex, go.
I'm trying to make a point here.
You go make your damn point. It looks like you got to
let me finish my point.
It's a podcast.
I'll let you guys talk.
Not Adam and the
Let
boys.
me finish my point. And I'll make it. You can say fire Boone, and that's completely fair because I agree. Like he doesn't, in my opinion, have the pulse of the clubhouse. Like he makes terrible managerial decisions. Like even in this rock game, like this is the punch Chad Green there, like the face Rafael Devers with the runner up first and second when Chad Green has been really struggling. Like I didn't get that move one bit, but so I completely agree. Yankees should move on from Aaron Boone. But guys, I will also say this: if you think if you think just firing Aaron Boone is gonna fix all the problems with this team, I got bad news for you. It's not.
Not even close.
No.
Because let's not forget who let go of a World Series winning manager to bring in Aaron Boone.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brian Cashman. Who constructed this roster? Brian Cashman.
Yeah, wait.
Let me explain. All the flaws of this roster that I've been complaining about like all season long. Them being too right-handed until they got Gallo and Rizzo. Them not being able to run the bases well. Them the only way they were able to score is the mid-beat scores with like home runs. That's it. That's exactly what happens to the Yankees offense. Like all the Red Sox, they weren't able to get base hits. They weren't able to get on base consistently. They weren't able to get big hits. All they were able to do is just hit solo home runs. That's been the Yankees like offensive problem all year. That's the only two things they are good at is hitting home runs and walking. Those are the only two things they were good at. I'm saying I remember I did an entire rant like a couple episodes ago, like statistics like about the Yankees aside from walks and home runs, they rate like in the bottom of Major League based on pretty much every single other offensive category. I did an entire rant about that, so you can go back and listen to that. But that's on Brian Cashman. All the flaws like about this team are a product of the way Brian Cashman and this front office have constructed them. And they hired Aaron Boone because they wanted him to manage the team. Like, I'm saying that's the way baseball works now in 2021. This isn't a situation where managers like have like do whatever they want anymore. No, like with a lot of these analytically driven teams, like they send down like numbers. They send down these they send down numbers, they send out information, and they basically script the game plan for the manager. Now, I agree. A decade ago, like in the 2000s, this like managers would laugh at that, but in today's game, like that's how they're managed. They're managing off they're managing off analytics, and Aaron Boone like has been that guy. He's been basically up it for them. He's just doing like I want to say he's more. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know how much say he actually has as the manager decisions, but I'm confident in saying that a good that like 95% of the moves moves that Aaron Boone makes are coming from upstairs. So if you really want change, don't just call for Aaron Boone's job. Like put Brian Cashman on Odyssey. Because let's say this, if the Yankees fire Aaron Boone and they bring in just, I don't know, another neophyte manager, guess what? You're gonna have the same thing. The Yankees need to make changes this offseason. They cannot, I'm telling you right now, they cannot just say, we're just gonna bring Aaron Boone back. We're not gonna make that many big moves in the offseason. We're just gonna run back to 20.
If they say rerun it, if they
just run it back, like I might just have a meltdown because let's say it, because honestly, guys, should be a wake up call for Yankees. Like obviously the race that and this is what you see what Aaron Boone said in this post game press conference. Like, oh, the rest of the league is catching up to us. You guys haven't won jack shit.
Oh my god!
You guys, the closest you've ever come to getting to the World Series was Game 6 of the ALCS. The manager who before you went to Game 7 of the ALCS in his final year. Oh my god! And that's the thing I'm curious I've seen. They're arrogant and they think like they're so arrogant, they're so stubborn, and they think like, oh, the rest we're on the high platter, the rest of the league is catching up to us. No, they're lapping you. That's what they're doing. They're lapping you. The Red A's, like they've proven they're clearly the better team. The Red Sox have clearly proven they're better. The Blue Jays are on the cup. And think about like the Athletics. I mean, the Astros clearly aren't going anywhere, and the National League, the Dodgers and the Giants aren't going anywhere. A lot of teams are passing the Yankees, and guys, they need to make big time changes. Like going to talk to, because I'm telling you right now, if the Yankees just decide to run it back in 2022, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind.
All right, let the trader talk. Let the tradering bitch talk.
Alex, you have your hand raised.
I've
been dreading this moment all episode.
What do you want, trader?
Reich, the floor is yours.
Hey, let my boy talk. He's my brother. Let him talk. We all get a fair, equal share to talk. Go ahead, A-Boogie.
I just wanted to say that it's time for Aaron Boone to take an Uber to Philly and grab a cheesesteak.
let Aaron Bowie go to Philly. Actually, I would love Aaron Bowie to go to Philly. I think Aaron Bowie should go to Philly.
Alex, I was surprised Alex is saying anything crazy, but that was funny.
But Sam, you were mentioning before, Sam and Michael, you were mentioning before, if the East side just, we're gonna bring back Aaron Boone, we're not gonna make that many changes, we're just gonna run back you will lose your mind, right?
Wait, just
Adam, hold up, A-Boogie. If you're gonna fire Aaron Boone, you may have to fire the third base coach as well.
Fire him too, but
Sam, no. You don't understand. If you fire Aaron Bowie, you have to fire half of the staff, because I'm letting you know, if they say I'm going to run it back, and if they say, oh, it's just because this one let it
out, big fella.
I might lose my mind. I'm not even gonna lie. If they run it back, I might just take a break from being a Yankees fan. In all honesty, I might just take a break from being a Yankees fan for a while until they decide, you know what? I'm just gonna, stop scooping up my own shit and smelling it and saying it smells good, because that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're saying, "Oh, well, we're good." You had one good year with a championship type manager. And because you fired that championship type manager and you got Aaron Bowie in return, you think that's a good return? You think making it to the wild card game and exiting is good? Like you said, Aaron Bowie just said that, oh, the rest of the league is catching up. The rest of the league is catching up. The rest of the league is catching. No, the rest of the league is ahead of you. The rest of the league isn't catching up to you. The rest of the league is already ahead of you. You have to catch up to the rest of the league. The Rays might win the championship this year. I'm letting you know. Before, I was like, oh, the Yankees, yeah, they'll have some struggles, but they'll win the World Series. After this, no, the Rays are winning. The Rays, when we get to the predictions, maybe later in the show, I'll say that, but spoiler alert, I'm choosing the Rays. But it's like the Rays are an amazing team. They have some very good players, but they have a lot of chemistry. Mm-hmm. The Dodgers, who are in the wild card game, which I think, with like 20 minutes ago, they just won 3-1 off a walk-off home run. Like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're against that, by the way. We're against that.
But yeah, they won. Like, and the Dodgers are like, in my opinion, they're a lot better. The name that shall not be named, the rival to the New York Yankees. Let's call them that, because I refuse to say the other name. As much as I hate saying it, they're ahead of the Yankees. The Blue Jays, they're on the upcoming to the point where they can be ahead of the Yankees. So, like, you have all these different teams not on the upcoming, but they're better than you. And you said the rest of the league is catching up. I'm not gonna lie, I may have thrown something at my TV. It didn't break, but I threw something at my TV because that was the most stupidest thing you could probably ever say. Should be like, if you would have said, "Oh well, we had a decent season, but we didn't have the season I liked. We should have done better." I would have respected that. I would have been like, "Yeah, you had a decent year. I'm not going to say you didn't. It was a failure of a season, but you had a decent year, just in general." You say the rest of the league is catching up. My God, if this man Aaron Bowie stays a year longer, we forget the Yankees making it to a wild card series. I would be surprised if we even were in like a top 6 or 7 seed in our conference.
I wouldn't be surprised if they missed the playoffs.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the first half of the season they were called out for the playoffs.
And that's the thing that's frustrating. You mentioned before about Aaron Boone, like that's the thing that's the bottom game for the Yankees, and this of game for the Yankees right now is that it feels like the Yankees. These isn't the same Yankees that I know and love. This isn't the same Yankees that I grew up watching. What do I mean by that? You know what Derek Jeter always said, like if you don't win the championship, the season is a failure. That's the type of mentality the Yankees had. That was the entire Yankees organization had the same mentality where every single year they wanted to win the championship.
Yeah, it's
now I get it. Like I understand the success. The days of us winning 4 out of 5 World Series, the days of us three-playing, those days are like over. Like I don't see not even the Yankees. I don't see any team like going on like that type of run anymore. But I'll go quickly so that you can finish, Sam. But so those type of expectations are unrealistic. But we should still be striving to be the best. We should still be striving either to be the best team, best franchise in Major League Baseball, like on a consistent basis. And right now, they aren't even close to doing that. And it seems like they're okay with it. Honestly, the vibe I get from Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman and this entire like Yankees press is that they're just okay, just make it to the playoffs, and like if then whatever happens to the playoffs, it's a crapshoot. Like Brian Cashman has went out of the record say that like that and all that's what the analytics people in the press league like just get to the playoffs and it's a crapshoot. Like that's the type of bias we're getting from the Yankees right now, and if that's true, and their mission statement like and has changed that as a Yankees fan, like I'll just say like I'm just really, really, really disappointed. That's the thing that I took away from this game right now is that this isn't the same Yankees team that I grew up like loving and watching. Like this Yankees team, like They just don't have that same vibe anymore. And going to this offseason, like I need to make sure they need to get that buyback. They need to get the buyback to where they are consistently striving to be the best team in baseball, the best franchise in baseball. They should be consistently striving to be that, because right now, over the past like 13 years, over the past 20 years, they just haven't been that. They have not been the best franchise in Major League Baseball. They haven't even been close. And as a Yankees fan, it's just disappointing, because we should be the best on a consistent basis. The New York Yankees should be consistently be the best franchise in Major League Baseball. And right now they're not, and hopefully they can. Hopefully, like going forward, they can get it back to their winning ways. Hopefully.
No, yeah, I agree with you, but like my thing was just like, I get what you said about Derek Jeter, where it's like, oh yeah, if you don't win a championship every year, it's a bust. I'm not gonna go that far, because like what like,
I said before, it's a lot harder to like have that mentality on.
Yeah,
but I said before, if the days of us winning like 4 out of 5 championships are over, if those like dynasties are over, so be it. But we should consistently be striving to be the best.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, win a championship every year. That's unrealistic.
I agree.
I'm sorry to say, like, if you win a championship every single year, one, the sport would be boring, and two, you would be considered the best like franchise ever. It's just the fact that they're so overconfident about themselves, to the point where like even when they lose a game like this, they still seem so confident. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, Yankees, but your shit doesn't smell like all flowers and daisies and roses. Like it doesn't. Like, your shit smells like shit. That's what you need to realize. Like, the thing that I took away from this game was that they need to wake up. Like, someone needs to wake them up. I don't care who it is. They need to bring someone to wake them up, because right now they're probably like on vacation right now. They're probably like in New York City. They're like in like, they're gonna go to like LA. They're gonna go to LA Live. They're gonna party, do all that stuff. They're gonna get ready for next season, but they're not really gonna do much. The Yankees organization in general needs to wake up. Like, I get it. You have, I'm pretty sure the Yankees have the most like MLB championships or World Series titles still, or did they move down?
Oh, yep. That 27. That's not going away anytime soon. No one's.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's passing them. The runner-up is the Cardinals with 11. Yankees have 27. I don't think anyone's catching them for a while.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but that's the problem. It's like the Yankees see that and they're like, oh, see, we have 27. We really don't need to do much. And I'm just like, no, just because you have 27, you know what you should be saying? You shouldn't be saying, oh, well, we have a good enough team and, the rest of the league's catching up. You should be like, you should have the mentality of, oh, wow, we have 27. That's great. But I think 28 would be better. Mm-hmm. Oh, you get 28? Oh, wow, that's nice. 29 sounds like a better number. Like, that's the type of thing you need to say. And again, I'm not saying, oh, they need to win a championship every year. That's unrealistic and it's boring and it'd be terrible for the MLB. It'd be terrible for any sport if one team was just dominating like that. But they can't be this overconfident. They need to have confidence. Don't get me wrong. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to be a good team. But you shouldn't be to the point where you're like saying, oh, we were the best team. It's just that other teams are catching up. It's like, no, other teams have caught up. Other teams are better. You need to get better. Now it's your turn. And I think the Yankees, they don't need to start with a clean slate in terms of players, but they need to start with at least somewhat of a clean slate in terms of like management. Because if they try to bring back some of the same guys, I'm letting you know, it's going to be a shit show. It's legit going to be a shit show. As a Yankees fan, it's like, I don't want to have to take a hiatus like Spike Lee did.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to take a hiatus. Like Spike Lee literally took a hiatus from being a Knicks fan. I don't want to do that, but if I have to, I will because it's unacceptable.
Like, Sam, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, I could say more about. Again, they need to get more athletic. They need to get better contact wise. There's a bunch of changes the Yankees need to make, and I could go on and on. But you know what? I think that's enough Yankee talk for one episode. So now we've got to move on to the segment of the show that is about as epic as Sora being the final DLC fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Oh my god, that was so insane. Mike's hot take. Mega Cunningham, take it away.
I'm sorry. I don't think
boys, top. What do I got for you today? You know what? I was reading this post. I was on Facebook. I'm never on Facebook. This idiot by the name of Sachi Dinaji, who is a black guy on my NBA group called Let's Talk NBA. I'm gonna rip in his ass. He said top 3 players in each position. He said for shooting guards were Dwayne Wade, James Harden, and Jerry West. First of all, Jerry West is a fucking point guard.
Wait, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that tweet?
He said Dwayne Wade, James Harden, and Jerry West
are the what?
The top 3 greatest shooting guards in his opinion. Your opinion is stupid. Pop quiz. Show of hands. Who thinks this guy's stupid? Raise your hand.
I'm raising 2 hands.
Chris, you know you gotta raise your hand. Alex, raise your hand. Okay.
Oh my god.
And then he said the best 3 power forwards are Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Draymond Green. The first 2 I will allow, but you pick Draymond Green as the best power forward of all time. God. What kind of weed are you smoking? That better be some grade A quality weed.
I don't think this guy exists. I don't think anyone would have this opinion on basketball.
I'm serious, dude. He's in my basketball thing.
This has to be a troll.
Making this up.
He's a real dude. He's a real dude.
Please tell me they're trolling, though. They have to be trolling.
No. He actually gave me a reason. I'm just in shock that he gave me a reason. He said the best squad, the best Bulls squad ever assembled. This team will destroy MJ's Bulls. Is Alonzo Ball, Vucic, DeRozan, and Levine will beat any Bulls of Michael Jordan in it. Any 90s Bulls. However, I may give him one. The early Bulls when Jordan had nobody in the 85-86.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe they win one game.
Michael Jordan, when he got cut from varsity in high school, would still be.
That's the only Jordan he will win. Is a Jordan in high school.
It still would be tough.
But boys, it gets worse.
How?
The centers. He says, hold up. He said Lonzo Ball is better than John Stockton.
No, he has to be trolling.
I'll screenshot it. I'll send you guys proof.
Right. Michael, screenshot it. Send it to us. Send it to our group chat.
No, I'm putting it on the screen, boys. I'm putting this on the screen.
This has to be another. Mike had to have made a separate account just to comment this for his.
Stockton would be nothing without.
And that guy look nothing like me, boys. I don't got the stupidity to say this. Yeah, I know me better than that. I don't care.
That's Mike's bot account.
This hurt. Here's the thing. I'm the basketball guy here.
I'm the basketball guy here. Chris, the basketball guy. Chris and Sam and myself are probably.
You don't even have to be a basketball guy to know that take is tough to wrap your head around.
Okay, first of all, as for me, myself, Sam, and Chris and Alex are probably, and my cousin Marcellus, who's on the show right now, are the biggest basketball brains probably on this podcast. But nobody knows basketball probably more than me on this podcast. Besides me, it's probably Sam and Chris. Or if I'm here, they're underneath me, like right there, like right underneath there. No disrespect to you two. I've been
sounded pretty disrespectful.
Chris, you were the Warner boy. Shut up. Go, Ken. Shut up.
Debatable. I know a lot about basketball, but continue on.
We will agree that we all know basketball equally. Now, shut up.
Yes.
I'm tired of Sam on this little man period right now. You know, he's on his man period. It's his little time of the month. Sam's like, "Fuck you, Mike." That's what he said.
Listen, I just heard that tweet, and I've lost words.
All right, boys.
Lost words.
I can understand
stupidity.
if you would have said Lonzo Ball is better. I can't think of a play Lonzo Ball is better than. If you would have said Lonzo Ball is better than Luke Walton, I would agree with you. But John Stockton, who is the player that leads the NBA of career assist of all time, and career in steals. Like, bro, Gary Payton said it best. John Stockton will score 20 points out of 6 for 10 from the field, have 10 assists, and have 2 steals. 2 steals per game. That was John Stockton's career average. Was 15 to 20 points, 8 or 9 to 10 assists, and 2 steals per game, shooting 50% from the field.
That's special.
You can't, like, I can understand. Malone needs Stockton. I'm sorry. Malone needs John Stockton. And I'm saying this to our viewer, to this guy named Shachi Denji from my basketball group called Let's Talk NBA. And I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to put you in our podcast so we can make you the turkey of the month. And everybody knows I hate my hatred for, and here's the guy, boys. What do you think of idiots? There are idiots in this world. You guys saw the proof? Chris, did that
continue?
I am just in shock. Everybody knows I hit Skate Bayless more than anybody, right, Adam?
Are we heading to another Skip Bayless rant?
Nah. I'm just saying I hate Skip Bayless, but this guy is more stupider than Skip Bayless.
That's your hot take.
I'll agree.
It's hard to be stupider than Skip Bayless,
but this guy topped it.
This guy managed to somehow.
He topped it all right.
Because anyone with common sense and a brain would realize that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are shooting guards, and that's all I need to say.
That's like, I mean,
hell, that's like saying Adam is better than Dikembe Mutombo. It's not going to happen. It's like saying Sam could beat me in 1-on-1. It won't happen. It's like Chris beating me in 1-on-1. It won't happen.
Listen. All I'm saying is, Michael, I'll let you score 8 on me. I'll have to score 21. I'll make sure you only score 5 out of them 8. Well, I score 21.
Chris, I will cross your little white ass on the court and make you my bitch.
That's a lie.
I will beat. Chris. How about we'll make a little deal? Me and Alex versus Sam and Chris on the Get Your Game On podcast.
Easy
my mind's on Sam and Chris.
Easy done.
Me and Alex never lost a 2-on-2 game together.
All right, I got one.
Met me.
I got one. Me and Sam versus you and Marcellus.
That's an easy win still.
That's an easy win for me and Marcellus. We've been playing each other since our whole entire childhood. You sure you just want to do that? Blood.
All right. I got it. Me, Sam, and Chris versus you, Marcellus, and Alex.
You still need a bigger army. You still want to have a chance.
That's a dub for us. That's a dub for us.
We'll just double team Marcellus and leave you wide open if we have to.
No, you guys got double team me. Me and Marcellus will just throw lobs. Adam, you can't guard Alex. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, I'll guard Alex.
Alex will shoot threes on you right on Alex. Alex will shoot threes on you.
Oh, I'll shoot threes. Watch me shoot threes on Alex.
Adam, you can't even hit the rim. What
the last time we played, remember when we were teammates in a
Adam, you airball
game?
three.
Who was the only one to make a 3-point shot? Who was the only one to make a 3-point shot that game?
Adam,
Michael, I think you should answer. I think you should answer this question.
Adam, but who was the only one to make a 3-point shot in that game?
But who carried you that game?
I scored 6 that game. You scored the same amount of points. You scored the same amount of points as me, or you scored 2 or 3 more, 2 or 3 more.
But Adam, I made you look good. But Adam, who beat you 12-0 and 1-on-1?
You did.
Exactly. No. So be quiet. That's the only one.
All right, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Smack everyone here in ball. That's
Michael, I realized I'm in that Facebook group, actually. I'm looking at his post right now. His point guards aren't too bad. Small forwards and centers not too bad. It's not great, though. I agree with the centers, maybe, though.
The centers could be great, but his small forwards, I agree with. LeBron James, Larry Bird.
The centers were Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaq.
No.
Wait, here's the deal about basketball, boys. We all know this. If Jordan or Kobe or LeBron are not in your 1, 2, or 3, or vice versa, you know basketball.
I mean,
however,
Kobe being top 3 is a stretch, but go ahead.
Kobe changed the game of basketball. Jordan changed the game of basketball.
If we talk about their influence on the game, then yeah, I agree with you. But as players like Kobe,
Jordan changed the damn game. Jordan had Hall of Famers. Jordan's the reason why Hall of Fame.
We're not arguing Jordan.
We're not arguing with Jordan. We're arguing with Kobe because here's the thing. I could technically then say Will Chamberlain had an influence on the game because without Will Chamberlain, people would still be able to alley-oop from the free throw line. Without Will Chamberlain, they would have had they wouldn't have changed the rims from I think it was 8 or 9 feet to 10 feet. They were thinking of getting 12-foot rims because of him, but then they realized he was freakishly athletic. Kareem changed the game because they realized that there's unstoppable moves and you can go further out. Kareem has the most MVPs, has 6 championships with, I think, 3 finals MVPs, and he's the all-time leading scorer. And again, he changed the game. Wilt changed the game. Those are 2 players that have a bigger influence than Kobe. Not in terms of the modern generation, but just in the NBA in general. So
you guys will know I'm going to be biased as hell because everybody that knows me knows who my favorite player is of all time. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that shit out.
Oh, Kobe. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah, you already know.
He's mine too.
Kobe is God to me. Kobe is underneath God. It's God, Jesus, Kobe. Hell, I said it myself. Hey, I'll say it again myself. But at the end of the day, this is my hot take. This is my song for real thug now. There you go. That's my end of my hot take.
All right, guys.
Good discussion, but that ending music.
No.
All right, guys.
The song was good.
I think it's a no for me.
You're voting no, Sam?
I get the song at the end ruined it. That gets a no for me.
Okay. Well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna follow up here. I'm gonna vote no as well. Honestly,
no,
Michael, I feel like you're just complaining about one guy on Facebook.
How is that?
It's just
that is a great hot take. Go fuck you both.
There are people out there where I understand that take by him was hot garbage. I completely agree. That guy should never be allowed to talk basketball ever again. But there are plenty of people out there that have just as bad, if not worse, takes. So just spotlighting this one guy, I think is kind of fair. It's kind of fair. I think spotlighting this one guy is kind of unfair. Plus, I saw at the end. Sorry, Michael, I gotta deny this one.
Okay, first of all, this is some racist towards black men, honestly. This is some racist bias. I see how it is. I'm the token black guy.
Here's the thing, though. If it ties, I believe it still gets approved. So these 2 votes could sway here. So Chris, go ahead.
No, wait. Can I just say something though as well before you
Sam,
speak, Chris?
Go for it.
Sorry. But another reason why I said no, in all seriousness, the reason why I said no is because I get it. The guy, The guy made my eye twitch with his very, I'm going to be nice here, ridiculous takes. But still, the three worst takes I've ever heard were from Kendra Perkins, Ryan Hollins, and Skip Bayless. It's not nearly as bad as those because Ryan Hollins literally said Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant couldn't fill LeBron's shoes. That's just disrespectful on a whole nother level. That's too much. Then there was Kendra Perkins when he said Giannis was Robin and Chris Middleton was Batman, when Chris Middleton's not a top 25 player. So there's that. And then probably one of the worst takes I've ever heard, just in general, was from Skip Bayless when he said Bill Walton was a top 10 or top 15 player.
And he also said that Joel Embiid was the best player in the league.
That's a new one. So yeah, that's why I'm saying no.
All right.
Because there's professionals that are worse than him.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
I will actually approve this. I didn't like some the guy's takes wasn't bad, but I'm not gonna put that on Michael.
Yeah, Chris, loyalty
for that. His song at the end really made me want to vote no, but I will approve it just slightly because even though the guy's takes was horrendous, I'm not gonna put it all on Mike, even though he is the one who shared that with us, and it is his fault we went over these terrible takes, but it's not. He wasn't the one who made these takes, so I'll give him a slight approve.
Adam, you're supposed to be. You've been my friend the longest, Adam.
All right, Alex, last up. This is it. This one.
Alex, be careful what you
go
say.
Ahead.
You better get to the point, Alex. Don't tempt me.
I agree.
He is a smart boy.
All right. So, Michael, your hot take has been approved, and you are now 43 out of 46 approval rating. Congratulations.
Kiss my ass, Adam.
Okay. Unless you want to deny it yourself. Unless you want to deny it yourself. Okay. So
Adam, you can kiss my ass, and Sam can kiss my ass. Chris and Alex are my real friends. They actually like me. They really like me.
All right.
I like you, Sam. You broke my heart.
Really quick recap of the National League wildcard game. Dodgers win 3-1, and all I can really say is Chris Taylor. Walk-off home run.
That's what really all you have to say.
I mean, it was a great pitcher's duel. I mean, Wainwright pitched well. Max Scherzer pitched well. I mean, Corey Seager had an off game, but the rest of the Dodgers last year, Mookie Betts showed up. Obviously, Trey Turner had a big home run. I mean, that's all I can say. It was a really close game, really entertaining game, and that's pretty much all I can really say. I mean, you guys have any thoughts on the National League Wild game? You could get them out now.
Nothing too much. Seeing Kenley Jansen pitch in the top of the ninth the way he did, getting through that. I know there's been some struggles for him in some big moments in the past, so him getting through that with a runner on second, I believe. Getting out of that, not like a major jam, but just getting through that little bit of pressure. Top of ninth was big. And I really liked Cody Bellinger's drawn that walk. He had 2 drawn walks and 2 stolen bases tonight, which were big. Like, that stuff is massive in, like, big playoff games.
That's good. That's going to do wonders for his confidence, too, I feel.
He drew that walk and then stole second. And that just kind of changed the way they had to pitch to Chris Taylor. And he took advantage by hitting the bomb. But, like, those little things, like stealing, getting in the scoring position, that was absolutely massive.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Bellinger, he had a great game. Hopefully that's the thing that can get him going because he's had a massively disastrous season. But if he could just be anywhere close to, like, MVP level Cody Bellinger, then I don't see anyone stopping the Dodgers. But yeah, that's all. Mike, Sam, Michael, do you have any thoughts on the National League wildcard game?
You can't. That's the best thing in baseball is the walk-off home run. I've been telling everybody this for years. You winning your stadium on a walk-off. You can't go wrong with that. That's like we all dream of. You're up, Adam.
All right. But now, guys, we were supposed to do this like an early episode, but unfortunately we were a bit late on this. But it's time for our official 2021 MLB postseason predictions. We are doing this kind of late, but you know what? Who really cares? It's obviously the two wildcard games have been decided, but we will. But we will. I'm gonna give you guys the option. If you want, you can say what you would have picked for the wildcard games, and then just fill it out yourself. Or if you want to like just fill in like the results of the wildcard game yourself, you can just do it anyway. So we're just gonna do this like rapid fire. So I'm gonna go first. I'll give you my. I'm gonna tell you my winners for the ALDS, ALCS, and then eventually my World Series championships, and then I'll see everyone else is gonna go. So I'll go first. For the record, I had the Yankees beating the Red Sox in the wildcard game. Obviously, that didn't happen, but I did have them losing to the Tampa Bay Rays in like 4 games. So I'm gonna say that's the same thing for the Red Sox. I think that except they're playing Red Sox, I think the Rays will beat Boston in 4 games. Boston's had a great season, like really like Alex Cora, like despite my criticism of him, like in pulling Nathan Eovaldi in the AL wildcard game, I still think he's done a fantastic job managing this team, but I just think the Rays are just a better team. Rays are just simply the better team, and I got Tampa Bay being Boston in 4 games. The second ALDS, Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros. I'm gonna take the Chicago White Sox. I don't know. I just like there's something about the White Sox this year that really like they seem to find a way to rise to big goals. Like obviously they did against the Yankees. I just like have a good feeling about the White Sox this year. So I'm gonna take the White Sox over the Astros in like I'll just say 5 games. And for the record, I had the Dodgers over St. Louis in the wildcard game, so no need for changes there. San Francisco Giants against the Dodgers. I'm gonna take the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers will upset the San Francisco Giants. I think with the way the Dodgers formed, I said before, if Cody Bellinger doesn't get going, that's going to be a major weapon for the Dodgers. And I could see them riding like that riding this like walk-off win into the like far into the postseason. All right, and the Braves and Milwaukee, I'm just gonna take Milwaukee. Atlanta's had a good season, but Milwaukee's just clearly the better team. So ALCS, Tampa Bay Rays against the Chicago White Sox. I was surprised to be though. I'm going to take the White Sox. I'm going to take some. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Rays are just a juggernaut. Like, Randy Rosarina. Kevin Cash has done an amazing job managing that team. But again, there's something about the White Sox just makes you laugh. That's why I just really like the way the White Sox have played this season. I don't know. I don't really know, but obviously National League, Dodgers, and Milwaukee. I'm gonna take the Dodgers in I'll say about 6 games. And obviously, for the record, Tampa Bay and Chicago would go 7, just for the record. But I would take the Dodgers over Milwaukee just for similar reasons, like I said earlier. And then the World Series, I got Chicago and the Dodgers. And you know what? I'm going to say I got the Chicago White Sox winning the World Series. I think the Chicago White Sox are going to go on that type of a run this postseason. All right, boys. That's my picks. Who wants to go next? Alex, you want to go?
Yes.
All right, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to pick Boston against Tampa Bay.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, continue.
I'm going to pick the White Sox against Houston. I am gonna.
I know Chris loves that.
I'm gonna pick Milwaukee against Atlanta, and Dodgers against San Francisco. So that gives me the NLCS. Milwaukee against Dodgers. I got Dodgers. Boston against White Sox. I got White Sox.
Approve, Alex. I approve.
And then White Sox against the Dodgers. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Dodgers.
Oh, so it's the exact same World Series matchup, except you just have the Dodgers winning it.
Yep.
I'm so happy you did not pick Boston there. I thought for sure you were gonna pick Boston just to trigger us. All right. But overall, solid picks, Alex. I can't really argue with anything there. But who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Sam, you're up.
So I got Tampa Bay over the Red Sox in a sweep. Not biased at all. Don't worry.
We don't like to remember, Sam. Us Yankee fans don't like the Tampa Bay Rays either. Just FYI. Us we hate the Red Sox more, but we don't like the Rays either. Just so you know.
I know, but I'm going to be realistic here. I'm not going to let my hatred get the best of me. I'm going to surprise y'all. I got the Houston Astros over the White Sox. From
a fan standpoint, I hate it, but from objectively a baseball standpoint, I can't really argue against it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Dodgers versus Giants. I got Dodgers. And then it's Atlanta versus Milwaukee, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm choosing Milwaukee. Then we move on. I'm choosing the Tampa Bay Rays over the Houston Astros. And I'm choosing the Dodgers over Milwaukee.
So you've got a rematch of last year.
Yeah, I got the Rays versus the Dodgers, and I'm choosing the Rays.
So you got a rematch of last year, except you got the Rays coming out on top.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. As a Yankees fan, I hope you're wrong, though. I do not want to see the Rays win. There are three teams that I don't want to see win. Tampa Bay, Boston, and the Astros. Those are three teams I definitely don't want to see win.
No, yeah, I don't want that Rays to win either, but I'm just being a realist, and the Rays are really.
That's what I like. That's what I like about you, Sam. You're able to put your boss side and make an objective prediction. That's what I love about you. All right, like always goes last, so you know what that means. Chris, you're up.
Yeah, yes. I will go Tampa Bay over Boston. The White Sox in a sweep over the Astros. I hope it happens. I can't pick the Astros. I'm sorry. There's a lot of bias going in here, but I just don't like that team.
A lot of the
players are gone now, but it still can't root for them. I really like this White Sox team too. I think they're playing really well. I think they got a chance to really make a run. And then in the NL, I'm gonna go with the Giants over the Dodgers. I think the Giants can get it done.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised they took up the stuff for someone to pick the Giants over the Dodgers.
I mean, it's definitely it's going to be an epic series. But
I'd be shocked if it doesn't go 5 games.
I agree. And then I'm gonna go with Milwaukee over Atlanta. And then in the ALCS, I'll go with the Tampa Bay Rays over the White Sox. And then I will go with I'm glad I'm saying. I'm actually going to go with the Brewers over the Giants.
Really?
Yeah, I think they can get it done. Maybe a little hopeful, wishful thinking, but I think they're playing good baseball. I think they're a little bit under the radar. I mean, rightfully so compared to how well the Giants and Dodgers have played. But in the playoffs, anything can happen, and kind of a crazy pick, but we're rolling with it. And then I agree with Sam. I think the Tampa Bay Rays will win the World Series.
Okay.
I just think they're in a good spot after losing last season. I think they're hungry and they're in a. I think they're in a good spot to get back to the World Series, and then I think if they get there, I think they're going to find a way to get it done.
Okay. Chris, I like it. Obviously, I don't like the race, so I don't like it, but I see your points. I definitely can respect your prediction. All right, last up, Michael Cunningham, go ahead.
Oh shit! It's actually my turn. Okay. I'm gonna just surprise people, man. I like the Dodgers, and I also like the Giants because one of my favorite baseball players was Barry Bonds, and one of my idols is Jackie Robinson. So, and these are two great California baseball teams, boys. I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with the Dodgers over the Giants, but I'm gonna love that series.
So all but one of us are picking the Dodgers over the Giants. Interesting, but go ahead, Michael.
Man, I dated a girl from Milwaukee, and my sister lives in Atlanta. So, and my sister, who is a Braves fan, boys, will probably disown me if I don't pick the Braves. Because
honestly,
my sister's
with how well the Braves are playing in the second half, I don't blame you.
No, my sister will literally never let me visit her in Atlanta ever again if I don't pick the Braves.
Okay.
So I gotta pick the Braves.
I understand. Okay, go ahead.
I would never let my mom will hate me. Okay. Tampa Bay versus Boston. Whew. I hate all three teams in the American League and then American League playoffs. But here's the thing, we are journalists, boys. We gotta play it fair. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay over Boston in 5 games. No part of my body will ever root for the Houston Astros. I have told you, I wish death on Jose Altuve, and I hate Jose Altuve. But however, go White Sox. Okay, I picked the White Sox. So it'll be Tampa Bay over White. Now I want to say Sox over Tampa Bay. And the Dodgers, I think, because Atlanta has the reigning MVP on their team. And here's the thing: Atlanta has something to prove. They haven't been to the World Series since 1990, since the 90s, I believe. Right, Adam?
I believe so. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Atlanta over the World Series champions.
Ooh,
or my Dodgers.
Spicy pick there, Michael.
And I'm a Dodgers fan, and it kills me to do that. That's my second favorite baseball team in the whole baseball. So I'm just doing this I'm just doing this as a fan, as a journalist, not as a fan. This is strictly business. And I'm gonna go Atlanta in 7 in the World Series. The Braves will be my prediction.
You got the Braves over the White Sox in the World Series.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, very interesting predictions. I mean, 2 of us had the Rays. One of us had the White Sox, and I forget who was your World Series pick again. Oh yeah, you had the Dodgers, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So really, really diverse picks this time around. And that's what's so great about playoff baseball is that unlike NBA playoffs, it's just so unpredictable. Even though the NBA has gotten more parity in recent years, still the parity and that's how competitive playoff. There's just nothing like playoff baseball. You guys know how much I love baseball. It's favorite sport, and when it comes to these ones where every single pitch matters, oh my god, there's just nothing like it in the world. But guys, we're running late. Alex has to get out of the library soon, so you guys know how we're going to end off this episode. Our bets of the episode. So to recap last episode 45, guess what, guys? I won a bet.
Let's go.
Our bloody time.
Both me and Chris had the same bet. Chris, I believe you had the Chiefs over the Eagles on the spread. That was my bet too, and the Chiefs covered the spread against the Eagles fairly easily. So we both won bets. We both add 9.52 points. Alex, my friend, we were actually giving you heat for this pick. You took Auburn over LSU on the money line, and we were giving you heat for it. But you know what? Auburn pulled through and defeated LSU. So you take a dub. You add 12.4 points. And the only one other guy on the podcast take a dub is Marcellus, the Washington football team over the Atlanta Falcons. So he won his bet. He has 8.33 points. And Sam,
I don't want to talk about it. Adam, shut up. Adam, shut up. Shut up.
Sam had the Suns over the Sky on the money line in the WNBA. Unfortunately, Sky beat the Suns in an upset. So, Sam, I'm sorry you've lost.
Adam, if you want to live, do not say my bet. I'm pretty upset. I forgot about it.
Okay.
If you want to live, don't say it.
Michael here did a parlay bet.
Shut up, Adam.
Georgia over Arkansas on the spread and Florida over Kentucky on the spread. I believe Georgia covered against Arkansas. Am I correct?
I believe
they covered.
But Florida lost to Kentucky. So that completely ruined Michael's parlay. Michael, I am sorry. My sincerest apologies, but you take an L. I am so sorry.
I haven't slept since.
Okay. But Michael.
The blocked field goal.
But Michael, I've got more bad news for you. We have a new ringleader.
Is this Chris?
Kern, you're back in first place. 23-22 record, 221.18 points.
I'm still beating Alex and Sam?
Yes, you're still beating Alex and Sam.
All right, I have no problem with that then. I'm still beating you and Marcellus?
All right, Michael, you remain in second place, 24-21 record. 213.34 points. I'm still in third place. I am at 19-26 record, 199.18 points. Marcellus is in fourth place, 26-19 record, 181.38 points. Sam, my friend, you are in fifth place, 23-22 record, 170.59 points. And Alex, my friend, remains in last place, 16-29 record, 114.01 points.
As usual.
All right, guys. I'm going to make my bet quickly here because I wanted Alex to get his bet in before he has to leave. So I'm looking straight. I'm going to go back to the NFL. You know, NFL's been kind of good to me. So I'm going to go back there and I look in straight at Carolina. And the team I picked against last time is playing Carolina at home. The Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are coming off a tough loss to the Dallas Cowboys. And they're facing the Philadelphia Eagles, who I said before are going to be probably one of the weaker teams in the NFC. And the Panthers are only favored by 3.5? Boy, you're telling me after that loss, that heartbreaking loss to the Cowboys, that the Panthers and Sam Darnold aren't going to be motivated to come out there and, really, really lay a beat down and really come out and show up against a Philadelphia Eagles team that is just not that good. That spread is way too low. I'll take that in a heartbeat. I'm going to gobble that up. Sam Darnold's going to light up the Philadelphia Eagles and I've got the Carolina Panthers over the Eagles on the spread. All right, Alex, you're up. Go ahead.
Okay. I am gonna do a baseball bet. I'm gonna pick White Sox money line later today against the Astros.
Well, just man poo.
Can I go next?
Sam, you're up. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm choosing the same bet as you, Adam. However, I would like to do a parlay if that's allowed.
You could do a parlay. Sure.
I would like to do a parlay for the Ravens versus the Colts.
Are you doing the spread or money line?
The spread.
Okay. All right. So you're taking the Ravens over the Colts on a spread, and you're taking you said Panthers over Eagles money line. All right, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, Mr. Ringleader, you're up. Let's see if he can hold off Michael and extend your lead over Michael.
Not for long,
I'm going with the NFL. And I have a couple games I'm considering. I just need to pick one. This is tough. Debating going with the Chiefs over the Bills. I'm confident they win, but I think I'm going to go with
Sam,
a different game.
no attacking, Sam.
I think the Chiefs beat the Bills. I think they get it done. But I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears upsetting the Las Vegas Raiders on the road. Bears money line.
Ooh.
I'm not very high on the Raiders, and I think I don't love putting my trust in that Bears offense, but I already said it. Let's roll with it. Why not?
Hey, if Justin Fields shows out, if Justin Fields has like a breakout game, could happen.
I trust the Bears defense, though. And Carr has played well, but I still don't trust him.
All right. We do have Marcellus's bet, right? Marcellus is taking let me see here. He's taking the White Sox over the Astros, same bet as Alex, except he's taking it on the spread. All right, Michael, last up, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Last time I did the same game parlay, I got greedy. But you know what? Oh, I'm feeling lucky tonight. I'm wearing my lucky boxers. You know, Adam? I really need the points. How many points am I behind Chris?
You are about approximately less than 8 points behind Chris.
All right, Chris, you're going down this week. Adam, you're going to hate me for this. What is my favorite football NFL team of all time besides the Jets?
The Dallas Cowboys.
And who we play this week?
You play the New York Giants.
And where are we playing at?
You're playing at your home stadium.
Exactly. So I'm going with the Cowboys over the Giants spread. That's
okay.
How confident we are. And I'm going to do a same game parlay, Adam.
I was considering that game, but the opposite.
I was too, Adam. I actually was myself. I think the Giants cover.
Yeah, y'all stupid. The Cowboys play on a 3-game winning streak. Yeah, no way. And we're at home. Fuck out of here. There's no way. And Michael means no way.
You said you were doing a same game parlay. What's your same game parlay?
Since I was rudely interrupted, I'm not going to do college football because that shit sucks. Well, I'm going to do a basketball bet with it. I'm going to do a basketball same game parlay.
Not same game parlay, but go with it.
I'm fucking with you. I just want to. I'm gonna do a football. I don't know what college football bet I'm gonna do. NFL. I'm gonna do NFL. I'm gonna do. I was gonna do the Texans on that loss to the Patriots. Texas losing money line.
You got
that's my same game parlay. Texas losing to the Patriots.
Okay.
That's
on the money
line, right? Okay.
5 points to your bet.
So I have the Patriots winning to beating the Texans.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, guys. That's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. Guys, even though the Yankees are done, I had a really great past couple of days. Like Sam, I told you before off the air. I mean that I was watching like that direct with my girlfriend, and to see Sword get to smash, oh my god, I was freaking out.
No. Here's the thing. For me personally, I've been waiting for this for 5 years. 5 years, half a decade.
Longer.
Yeah. And Kingdom Hearts is maybe my favorite franchise. No, my second favorite franchise, just below Pokemon.
We have the exact same top two, Sam. We have the exact same top two.
So I've been waiting for this. So how do you think?
Sam's nerd side is coming out. Sam's nerdy side is coming out.
Our nerd sides are coming out toward the end of this episode. Deal with it, Michael Cunningham.
Hey, I am dealing with it, baby. I'm just
no. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
It was just amazing, and going into the presentation, I'm thinking like, oh, it's probably not gonna be Sora. It's probably not gonna be Sora. Don't get your hopes up, but deep down inside, I'm thinking I hope it's Sora. I hope it's Sora, and it turned out to be Sora. And like you, Sam, Kingdom Hearts has just been like one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. Again, it's Pokemon 1 and then Kingdom Hearts 2 in that order, but the Sora and Smash Bros. I could go on and on. About out there and I couldn't have thought a better way to end Smash Ultimate, the DLC. It was an amazing presentation. Shout out to Masahiro Sakurai and his team for all the hard work they've done. And also, I said for my personal life, the day we were recording this episode, earlier today, it was my girlfriend's birthday, and we were celebrating at Dave & Buster's. I had a great time. So, again, Alexander, if you're listening to this, happy birthday. On behalf of the Game family, I love you. All right. Do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything at all?
Adam, go ahead. I want you to change your bet, Adam, and go ahead with me. If you have the ball,
actually, we're going to be doing another episode before NFL week. So who knows? Maybe I will make another NFL bet before then. Who knows?
I'll do a double parlay next time if you want.
Stay tuned for that. Our next
but here's what we gotta figure out. There's a little tension between Chris and Sam on the podcast, people. They got a little hatred.
There's no tension between Chris.
There's a little tension in the studio.
There's no tension between us.
No.
They have pictures on the walls. There are pictures of each other on the wall. Chris has pictures of Sam on his wall, and Sam has pictures of Chris on his wall. You're like, I want to get you, my pretty, and your little team too.
All right,
so this is like Sky Pippen. This is like Sky Pippen and Isaiah Thomas. We do not want him on the dream team. That's what Chris said.
All right, but yeah, next episode is gonna be on again. We're changing up our schedule a little bit, so our episodes our usual episode schedule is Monday and Friday. Granted, we don't stick to that consistently, but our episode schedule is changing. Obviously, this one's gonna be uploaded on Wednesday, but starting this week, our episode schedules are gonna be up Saturday and Wednesday, I believe. I believe that coincides with our recording schedule. So Wednesday and Saturday, that's gonna be our new episode.
We're gonna have a little talk about that
at least for the foreseeable future. But yeah, guys, any final thoughts about Chris and Sam's beef? Yeah. Okay,
I would have loved to actually debate that game though with Sam on the podcast. We'll have plenty more chances of.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, that wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot.
Foreshadowing.
So plenty more chances for me to just be able to show you how the Ravens are 10 times better than the Chiefs.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, shots been fired.
Damn. We'll see in the playoffs who's better.
Oh, so you mean when we beat you by 40? All right.
Absolutely not.
Yo, Chris. I don't know, kid. I think the little bitch got you on that one.
Lamar Jackson has to show up in the playoffs, so we'll see if he does.
Okay. So this is all I need to say, and that's it. Yeah, Lamar Jackson mania show up in the playoffs, but when your entire team doesn't show up and you just try to rely on Patrick Mahomes to do everything, just come back to me when Patrick Mahomes actually has a team around him. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh shit!
We've been to back-to-back. We've been to back-to-back Super Bowls, so I'm not stressing.
Oh, Kurt, Sam, I love you, dog, but he got you.
All right, I respect it. I respect it for now.
You can't come back from
We'll
that.
see.
First,
We'll
nailed
see.
you on the coffin.
Don't worry, we'll see what happens.
We don't need to. We don't need to clip this if it turns into a bad take on my part. We don't need to save this clip.
We have to save this clip, Adam.
We might save this clip.
Adam,
I will just save this clip. We might just keep this clip, but
Adam, if you delete this clip, I will beat the living dog shit out of you if you delete this clip.
All right, I will save this clip, but we got in the show here. All right,
I will beat up Adam. I will smack you. I will smack Sam. I will smack Alex, and I'll smack Chris, and then I'll beat the holy dog shit out of you, Adam, if you delete this clip.
All right, we got in the show here. That's it. This has been episode 46 of the Gay Gamer Podcast. Yours truly, Adam Grassani, Michael Cunningham, Alex Reich, Chris Kern, and Sam Morell. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join the conversation, drop a comment or review, and we may feature it in free jokes. So remember, my friends, those human dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.
Camera out.